Hi everyone, and here is the video instruction for FastBenchmark, and it's a Telegram bot which you can use from any operation system to start working. Just push this one and you have the bot here, and let's push start. So we need to specify the operation system we are working with. So let's say it is Windows, because I have Windows. So what I need is to install Python if I don't have Python, so I'll just click here and install. And I also need C++ building tools for special ML libraries to work on my computer properly. And here just push this and install, and you are ready. So after all of that, I need to install all requirements here, and I made the path, and I will put those files here and this one, and I can just start this bat file. So let's look at this. So it's a simple command to install all of those libraries, and let's do that. It's very fast for me because I have all those libraries installed, but for you it may take some time. And if you are using Mac, you may need to get pipe. If you don't have pipe, here's an instruction, and after you got pipe you can easily install all those requirements with the following command. And pretty same for other OSs on which you always have pipe, so it's a very simple command again. And now we can start working if we are ready. So we get this FastBenchmark app, let's put it here and run. So we have this app and this token here. So actually we don't need a token because the FastBenchmark is free for now, so you don't need to check a token, don't need to worry about that. So our data set will be the following. It's an insurance data set, and let's assume we want to predict based on all those data if someone is smoker or not. So our clients will be the guys from insurance companies, which will check clients for fraud. So if our system will say that exactly guy is smoker and that guy wrote that he is not, and paying for insurance like he is a non-smoker, they could easily get him and check him and find out if he is really a smoker or not. So to do that, we need to build the model based on this data, and let's do that. So we need to find this data set. It's here. Okay, open. And now we need to specify the variable for which we will work. It's smoker, and we have to specify metrics, but here we have only classification because it is yes or no. So now we can configure a variable, so we can specify which variables we will use in our prediction, which not. We will use all of them. So let's generate the structure, view in folder, and this is what you will need to send to the bot to get the exploratory data report. So let's look at this, and you see here it's only the structure of your data, nothing more, not data itself, so you don't need to send data to bot, just its structure. Okay, we can now send it to the bot and got the prediction. this report, and to export it we need to push this button view report, and it's here. So now we can restart all of the code to get the exploratory data report. And if we want to look at the code or edit the code, we can open it and look through it and edit. So each code line you can open, export and edit. And here we have the information of how our data looks like, how our which connections are between our variables in terms of our target variable smoker. So we can look at our target variable, its statistics, and for all of other variables in terms of our target variable, and that could give us some interesting information which we can use during feature engineering. So now we have all those statistics, all those data exploration, and our first model, the part of our test set, and it's a very good score. It's almost perfect score, in fact. And here are the errors which we got in our prediction, and we can analyze it and maybe get some ideas for feature engineering. So here is again the fit to test, but for our full test set. And after we got this one, we can generate some features. We can tune categories. You can specify true here, and it will tune categories, try to use the one-hot encoding on all the categories, and this one will try different tree methods, different depths, different subsamples, and so on for XGBoost model, so it will tune it automatically. And it's the final check. After all we've done here, we can restart and look at the final score. So how to understand if our feature engineering and model tuning is good or not? We can look at the score here and at the score here. Now it is absolutely the same because we didn't didn't make any new features, we didn't tune model and so on. But after model tuning and feature engineering it will be different, and you will see how could you improve your prediction, or maybe you didn't improve it. So here, as the prediction is very good, we can use it as is. We don't need any feature engineering, and let's do that. So the next step is to give a UI to our model, to our clients, so they will use it. So let's do that. We just go back to the app, and we can generate service structure and can send it to the bot and get the prediction. Sorry, the service and the documentation. So we can look at this documentation. For me, it's better to look at the documentation in my browser, but you can look at that in in chapter lab by using this button. But I have some add-ons which make it much more interesting, looks much more interesting, So here is the data we need to provide to our service. Here is the responses. So if everything is okay, we will got the prediction and the probability. The probability is important only if we are doing a two-class classification, binary classification, and in other approach it will be always 1. So here we have a error message. If state is error, then here will be the error if something is wrong with your prediction on your service. And this is how to start the service, how to start it on specified host and port. And you also can start it from your application. You can specify host and port here and start service. So here you have also an example how to use this service from your Python code and an example of Telegram bot. But in the FastBenchmark app, that's all is already done. So you can start the service. It will start it on localhost. And as we started the service, we have to configure our bot. So here are the questions it will ask, and for each variable it will be one question, and here it will be a free answer, and here it will be some categorical answers. We will tune it also. So here, how old is your client, and what is your client's gender. And here you can specify the questions. If you don't want female, male, you can just FM, leave FM here or something else. And you can specify the order of questions. The first question is 0 and others are 1 to 3 and so on. Okay, so children, how much children does your client have? It could be, let's say that 0 is no children, and 5 will be, let's say, 5 or more. And now we can specify the question for region. Where is your client from? And here are the region names. We will not touch it, it's okay like this. And charges, what is the amount of your client's charges? And here is the answer of our bot, so we can add some math here for these parts, and we can add some text around those parts, so we can add some explanation. If the prediction is yes, your client is a smoker. Okay, so we saved all of those and we can start the bot, but first we need to provide a token to our bot, and we can use this bot further to get the token. And here I will just take the bot's token for my test prediction bot. If you don't have bots, you can use this new bot command to create new bot, and he will give you a token. So here is our login, and let's start bot. And here is our bot, so let's push start, and our question is here: how old is your client? So let's say 34, and male, and BMI is body mass index, so for me it is 22. I have no children, for example, and I'm not from those regions. And the amount of charges, let's say something like this, large charges. So what is the prediction? The prediction that I'm a smoker, so if the insurance company charged me this amount for my health, this amount, and I have those set up, so I'm 33, I'm 22 BMA, I have no children, I'm not from those regions, so that means I am a smoker. So if I wrote that I am not a smoker, they will check me. So here is your full project, your real ML project, which you build in just 15 minutes, So that is how FastBenchmark works. Okay, so make data science fun again, use FastBenchmark, and bye bye.